Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, let's get into this. So, hi guys. I hope all is well. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, hello, hi, welcome. Thank you. Get on there. Please follow us on YouTube at Inappropriate Radio TV. No periodic table or alien talk. However, you already know the creator came through with a message. Alright, so hey y'all. I have a pregnant coworker, and I've been getting a few downloads off of her. It's crazy because I've been looking at a lot of tarot readings, and there's just been a lot of conversation about babies and pregnancies and golden childs and star seeds. And of course, we've had several conversations about the children that are going to be born. Oh, sidebar. I'm not sure why stuff is just uploading, but I recorded the segment. If it didn't upload, it's not me. It's starting to act crazy and do this weird stuff again. But, yeah. So, the creator gave me a download, not yesterday, earlier today. And the download was basically just revealing how pregnant people, and can we include men in pregnancy? Because they too experience their half of the fetus. They're connected to half the fetus. The mom is the vehicle. The dad is the passenger, okay? They're a part of it, okay? They're a part of the journey. So when a baby has been conceived, the mother and the father both become closer and more in sync with the spiritual world, okay? A lot of people, when they are with child or, however it goes, the dad is pregnant too. Let's just say that, okay? There is that hint of, that animalistic nature becomes really prevalent. You become more in tune. And there are a lot of physical characteristics, right? And that is because there's a rise in vibration. The more you get connected to the realms, there are going to be signs physically. Your hair may grow, your nails may grow, your skin may clear up, you may become more happy, you may sleep better, you may eat better. You just may have the urge to eat better. Even if you are not eating, maybe if you stick to your regime, maybe it's one time a day, maybe it's switching up the diet, maybe it's eating less, maybe it's beginning to eat because you haven't been eating, right? You're happier. You are now going to be attracting things that are attached to a higher vibration, okay? Things that start resting, that are resting on your timelines that are of a higher vibration, a higher frequency, you start to attract them. Remember, the more aligned you are, the more high vibrating you are, same thing. They're one and the same. They're like railroad tracks. And at some point, they will collide, okay? There will be a crossing. And we have to keep in mind, and we did a segment about having to protect pregnant women. This segment was mainly about protecting the new energies that are coming. A lot of these spirits, more than 90% of them, are like recycled souls, I would like to call them. A lot of people say that they are reincarnations and things like that. Whatever you refer to it as, okay? These are new babies, okay? We usually find ourselves in situations that allow us to, maintain, when we find that frequency that we feel comfortable with. Meaning, if I'm high vibing and this is something that I feel is good for me, I can do this. I want to stay here at this frequency, and the things that I've gotten while I'm here, I would like to protect those things, right? And your babies are like at the top of that list, or they should be a part of the things that you would like to protect and maintain. A lot of people may choose their monetary things, right? Like the house you bought, the cars, the jewelry, the clothes, the different, places that you've gone to eat, the different places that you've traveled to, right? The jewelry, the lifestyle that comes with high vibing is not always glamorous. And the creator wanted me to say to always think of a pregnant person when you think of physical symptoms, right? Of going through it on the body, physical symptoms on the body. Those other things that I just named come after. They're a result of you putting in the work to get there. They usually come after all of the physical symptoms, or they run simultaneously. The physical things usually start to happen a bit before those monetary things start to come, right? So you may notice just an overall change in your appearance, right? The things that you disliked about yourself or didn't pay a lot of attention to or didn't nurture, you are suddenly noticing how valuable they are and how much you actually like them. We have tons of ways to tap in, right? And it's nothing wrong with making sure we stay in a high vibration. But the thing here is that a lot of people don't really appreciate, what these physical symptoms may be alluding to. You operating in a vibration that is high enough to remove a sickness from your body. I mean, that is crazy. What type of connection do you have with the ethers in the creator to be able to heal yourself? If you can heal yourself, you can heal someone else. You can heal the energy around you, and you can raise the vibration of the environment that you are in, physical and spiritual. And that is one of the main reasons that you get attacked, when you have the ability to shift frequencies like that. Again, think of a pregnant person. Think of how a pregnant person is constantly catered to, how people are always considering them, even strangers, how they get the best of the best, right? This is how we need to start looking at our spirituality and viewing it through these lenses, right? Being able to see things that are not physically in front of you, but we know exist and we know it's coming, and it's in a developing stage, right? You have to make sure you are happy with the position the creator has blessed you with. It's really easy to get caught up in, the things that you may prefer, the things that you may want. Maybe you got a little bit of taste of the monetary blessings that are associated with your high vibration, and you kind of lose sight of that. Don't forget that this journey starts with the creator and it ends with the creator. Don't allow yourself to get so caught up in the materialistic things that you forget the tenderness and the overall vulnerability and innocence of your gifts, of your relationship with the creator, and everything that's going to be born out of that, right? Because as a result of your relationship with the creator, as a result of you deciding, making the conscious decision to vibrate on a higher frequency, things are going to come out of that, right? You are going to be a blessing to other people, whether you mean to or not. And this goes back to being able to view these things as a pregnant person, or a newborn. You want to make sure that this thing makes it into the realm safely. You don't want to have any hiccups. You want to do all that you can, and whatever it is in your power to make sure that this fetus develops in the best way. And you need to view your spiritual gifts and your relationship with the creator as such. Don't allow your ego. Remember, we talked about the ego getting in the way of, the people that are really, really blessed and the people that are practicing witchcraft. It doesn't matter which side of the fence you on, your ego can hinder you. So you need to make sure that you are really conscious of your relationship with your gifts. Like, don't abuse them. Don't take them for granted. They can be taken away. You don't have to misuse and abuse them. I mean, you really actually technically do. God is not just going to like snatch your gifts like that. But he can if he wanted to without explanation. And you don't want that, right? So you want to treat your spiritual journey as if it is always developing. You are always learning. You are always growing. There's never going to be a point in your journey where you are not learning and growing. The Creator, remember, this earth that we're on, this dimension, this spiritual journey, this timeline is vast. I mean, as deep as the ocean is, there is even more information, because we have an ocean beneath us and the ocean above us and the ocean around us. And there are so many different consciousness tied into those different bodies of water. There are tons of layers of things that we can't even begin to fathom. Like, our bodies are not strong enough to even hold on to that type of energy and information. Information is a frequency, right? Not everyone can handle that. So you want to make sure that you are handling the vessel as it is pregnant. I like to say, this is like a mantra that I like to go by. You want to take care of your body as if you're sick, right? So that it rarely gets sick. Meaning you should be treating your body like you are sick. Whatever it is that you do to make your body healed, happy and whole, is how you should be operating every day. There shouldn't be a day where you're just going on, moving about as if you are, like this machine. I mean, you are a machine, but even machines need to be checked and rebooted and oiled down, re-oiled, have their engines and their oil checked every now and again, right? Nobody is in that tip top of shape that they don't need to check in with the Creator, that they don't need to be aware of their surroundings, their spiritual surroundings. You can't be eating in your dreams. You can't be saying things out your mouth, just any old thing. You can't take your blessings and your gifts and your relationship with the Creator for granted. You can't just be out here saying and doing and thinking things because you're a representative of the Creator. There are tons of ways to stay tapped in. And we need to make sure that we are doing what? Our part. You are responsible for 50% of the journey. I think I said that yesterday or the day before. 50% of this journey is yours. You are responsible for half of it. The Creator, He has His portion. You have to do your part. And it's not going to always be easy, right? There's going to be times where you want to give up, where you don't understand, where you feel lost, where you feel confused, where things are not making sense at all, right? But deep down inside, you know that there's a reason for whatever it is that you're going through. And this goes back to the message from yesterday. You have to be a believer in someone who really understands God, at least a little smidget, to even be able to look at things like that. Not everyone has an understanding in a relationship enough with the Creator to accept what He is dishing out, right? Some people get mad with God and then give up on God. They're not even willing to understand His timing, His plan, and their own purpose, right? We all have a purpose, and it is connected to a clock. I can't say that enough. Everything we do is connected to a portal, aka time. It opens and it closes, and we don't have control over that. But what we do have control over is the things that we decide to do in the midst of that portal being opened. Okay? So treat your spiritual journey as if it is a pregnant woman and you want to nurture it and make sure it is developed. in the healthiest way. But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. Hope you are drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea because it's free. Love y'all. Peace.